Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of We Shot First, Season 3, Episode 30. I want to say 34. I do know that this is going to be part 1 of 2 to 3 parts of the season finale because, as you can see on your monitor screen, or of course we'll have to explain this to you in the audio podcasting world, that as they pull out of Bespin's lovely atmosphere and head into the large, quiet abyss of space, a new problem. Now, they know they are heading for a Gallifrey medium transport that has been identified as the Shackles of Nizon. They have heard from the Banshee, Captain O'Keefe, that a Tabana gas hauler starship laden with tons of the gas has sort of launched from one of the platforms and has started on what they believe, Crash believes, is a collision course. And we read in Starship Scale that, boom, you put two in the same thing and like Corey will jump out of a seat, rip his shirt off and make the biggest explosion noise you've ever seen in an episode. Yeah, no problem. But as you guys are trying to catch up to R4 into space, and you see on the board here at the very top, we have Arthur with his little lead next to the Banshee. Oh, look, Captain O'Keefe and Old Man Zinn are joining us tonight. Not Frank Hamilton, but Old Man Zinn is there in a ship to, be a gunner. We have Representing the green dice and the green highlighted ship are M Squadron Leader, Merrick, the mercenary, played by Ryan Messina tonight.
Hey, everybody.
In purple on his flank, his wingman, Poser Sham, played by Aidan Willems.
Hello.
Behind Poser, hiding amongst his ranks, well, that's what a leader can do. Always in the red dice and in the red dot, we have Rahal Oberst, played by Matt Witt tonight.
You just can't help but make me sound like the bravest guy out here, can you?
Oh yeah, funny guy.
Returning to finish off his Book 3 cameo, Corey Chazon returns as most hit, kill, death count, Corey Ramagilligar. Have you considered pirating?
Oh, maybe once or twice.
You'd make a great Dread Pilot Roberts. And back in the seat of the co-pilot, well, sorry, actually, Ramagilligar was co-piloting cycling shields and shooting and blasting stuff out of the sky. And tonight we have Joe Gibson back playing Vibesh as the pilot and also main gunner on the glorious Chariot.
Hello, hello.
And so, allow me to reveal tonight's encounter as you fly into space, the 12th TIE Fighter Squadron, as we had explained. You guys are used to seeing V-Wings from the war, but these ships are new. Never been seen before, fresh off the line, with stubby little appendages that end in tight, tall, thin flap wings, giving it a bow tie. Get it? TIE Fighter? At least that's what I think of it. But it still has the round Empire fuselage of the old V-Wing. And these guys have spread out and are already coming screeching towards you at breakneck speeds. And beyond them, your scope picks up the Tabana gas hauler. And now this is not to scale because 40 squares away, not just 10, but I ran out of map, is the Shackles of Nizon. So technically it is not sitting there, it is further away, but that does give us more time. So dealing with the bottom half of the map tonight and going to battle stations, I need everyone to roll for initiative, select your token, and we'll get right into part one of...
Still cannot select the token.
Can't select the token, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So roll your ship's initiative, and I will look after it for you.
You can control
Thanks,
Darga's ship.
man. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. 13.
20.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. What else we got?
Looks like Jay's available.
16.
Very good. Also, let's not forget, Arthur with his head start tonight is also being played by a late arrival. Mr. J. Tamlin's in the house tonight.
Hello.
So, continuing with our initiative tracking. Now, kind of messed up on the board here. Ian reminded me that 3 of them had hit the throttle with R4. So, to scale with the Banshee in the lead, and the 3 of you guys just nose on the board, and everybody else is going to be a little bit delayed. Because otherwise I would have to move the ships like way off scale, and it's not worth catching up. So delaying time is easier than moving everyone back 20 squares or whatever. So, initiative for ships. Continuing on. Who hasn't called out? Poser, how are you doing this round?
I'm doing great. I'm at 20 at the moment.
Oh, he's back at the top of the charts. And how about Vibesh?
7.
Oh, the Glorious Chariot is chugging along. Rahal's 13. Merrick's at 16. Who are we missing? Oh, yes. Askaleth playing Jay, controlling Arthur remotely. Well, that's a lot of 6 degrees of separation pilot. What'd you get there, Jay?
Very distant, but somehow around middle of the pack with a 14.
Awesome. All right. So, We shall begin round 1. But before we do, a word from our sponsor. Rahal wants to talk about jumping to hyperspace, tucking a tail between his legs, and running the hell away in combat.
Well, yeah, because that was going to be the plan. Like, get here. It's just like, let's plot a hyperspace route. It's our escape action, but it takes a full minute to calculate the jump to hyperspace.
10 rounds.
As well as, yes, 10 rounds. As well as, in order to do it, you have to declare a 3x3 square as your jump point, and you have to be in that square to initialize your hyperspace.
And now, if there's anyone else in there with you, can you go?
Yep. You just have to be in those squares.
Okay. So you kind of like got to hang around, maybe fight defensively or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, the lazy spiral may go 10 rounds, but
Yes, naming of the ships right out of the gate before we even launched. Like Poser was like on the side screaming Rancor, right? And then you guys
Screeching.
sorry,
Rancor, thank you very much.
screeching Rancor. My apologies, Mr. Sham. And then you decided to name your Z95 the Lazy Spiral because of all the defensive actions you took last game.
yeah, because I was just flying in circles.
Okay. We haven't had time to rename the Glorious Chariot. I guess you got to survive this combat to make it your own, which leaves us like Arthur. When you refer to, being a droid, wouldn't you just like the designation? It is a Z95, and like what?
No, it'd be serial number, like
Well, you
Z95 serial number.
You guys are. I actually nicknamed you M Squadron because you guys made the one guy without piloting your squadron leader who has yet to name his ship. So
Yes, tactics.
yeah. So does that make him like M leader, and you guys are like M1, M2, M3, and then of course you have like M5.
Oh, call signs are different.
M5 is like it would be Arthur because he likes the designation. Get it? Like not number. Keep it simple. Anyway, just a thought.
Very imperialistic.
Very. Thank you. All right.
One thing we are missing is the Banshees initiative,
Oh yes. The
which I don't have the stat block for O'Keefe and Crash, so I can't put those in there for the Banshee. So I have no clue what her initiative or any of that jazz is.
Well, let's have a look here. Let's all go to the Banshee. Board ourselves a drink. Crash. Actually,
Bandicoot.
give you a nice piloting roll here. Because he's probably better off. Ooh, 4. Not great. Not great.
Miss you, Frank.
So yeah, I was
Bar
just
went up, but we're in space, and that just like hit us in our face as we move our body through it.
well,
Entirely bad idea.
the Banshee ends up with a 17 because of my 13 piloting. Awesome.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, well, that's going to help you guys because when last we left our heroes, and I use that term so loosely.
Are we heroes yet? I mean, we've got to be getting close to that.
Well,
level.
like not bailing and saving thousands of lives upon the shackles would brand you a hero. You bail, then I'm going to stop calling you guys heroes. However, you guys are what? Black Ops off the books. What do they call it when they say renounced? No.
Who called me hero?
Disavowed. You guys are disavowed from your own center that hired you. Like you can't, this can't come back on them. So
well, everybody disavows Rahal. He's used to that.
If you guys,
7 times.
you guys want to bail on the poor Nizon,
Like Organa.
None of us want to, except maybe Ramagilligar.
self-preservation and not my problem being a coward will not earn you a dark side point. That's not evil to like run away.
It'll earn a judgment point from your local Jedi.
A judging point.
Ooh, is that a thing?
No,
I know our Discord
it's a
server.
poser thing. That is.
They just see Poser. You have been judged and then left found wanting.
You've been weighed and measured. It's Poser's turn. Poser, you're up. Banshee's on deck. What do you want to do, Poser?
I'm going to full round action
No.
to quadruple my speed for a full out movement.
Okay.
So I can go up to 16 squares in a straight line, and I lose my dex bonus to my reflex defense until the beginning of my next turn.
And that's how we lost our Jedi.
Pretty much, yep.
We hardly knew you. We didn't even know you were Jedi. So how many squares do I owe you?
16. So I get.
Okay.
So I blitzed past the line.
You
of
get right.
Strange
You get here and he tries to dogfight you.
Yep.
Because that's.
Do you want to have a dogfight?
You want to fly in space? TIE fighters. Let's see how good these pilots are.
Probably better than the untrained Jedi. But never know.
Maybe.
Ooh, don't know
Nice.
if you're beating that.
Dude, nice.
What'd you get?
Natural 20 for a 23.
I'll take that 3 of your 23 and just have 3, and add 7 and get 10. So you blitz past the first guy, and we're on our way. Can you count me 16 again? Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop you at the second guy, and we're going to go again. He's just so fast. Forget about him. What's one ship going to do? Actually, the funny thing is these guys they're not used to flying TIE fighters. They're brand new. You have pilots that are like from the war that are used to like V-Wings, and they're like, how does this thing work? It turns so hard. I mean, have you ever played any Rogue Squadron or any of those games and you're flying around the X-Wing? I prefer the A-Wing is my favorite. It's a nice tight ship, moves well, right? And then you get a TIE fighter and it goes, it's just like, whoa, this thing just,
Yeah, in Battlefront, the TIEs do have a bit of a maneuverability edge.
Yep. So
Even back in the old Rogue Squadron games, they were very, very finicky.
So guess what? A 9 beats your
6.
Yep.
But are you accounting for the fact that there's a -5 penalty for initiating a dogfight?
No. And you know what? I don't think I can rack when it's not my turn. It's got to be some kind of first turn order, right?
You have one reaction per round. If you burn it, you burn it. Doesn't matter if it's on your turn or somebody else's
But it's
turn.
round 1, like being flat-footed, because they have flat-footed stats in this game. I don't think he even gets to react. You know what I mean? Like you can't react on your first. Well,
They were engaging with us.
well,
So if that's the case, can I bank my
No,
20 and use it on the next roll?
no, because you could still provoke an attack of opportunity on round 1 if somebody
No.
isn't gone. Anyway, with a -5,
I'll look into that actually.
a
I'm
negative, yeah,
curious.
I do. Please do. Anyway, 9 minus 5 brings me down to 4. I forgot about that. So off you go. And where does 16 put you?
2 squares
the
up.
square just passed.
There you
So 2 squares farther. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll see you soon. Next,
Yeah.
next we have the Banshee. And the Banshee is going to try to go wide. You guys distract these dudes. I'm going to go wide and try to, get some distance from me to you away. How fast does she go? How many squares have we got here? Why is that not coming up again? Well, I'm assuming a yacht goes at least 4. 1, 2,
It's 5.
3,
And also bear in mind, anybody
4,
who's doing the full out
5.
straight run at the end of your on your next turn, you have to move your maximum velocity or do another full out movement.
Well, I think she's gonna burn retros. Where's that there? That's 10, and go 15.
Listen, we've engaged the little hamsters in the back.
Yep.
They're madly running in their wheels. We're kicking into double overdrive. So whatever you got, we want twice that much.
So you take the hamster out, you put a dog on the wheel instead.
Okay.
Hey, how did you know?
So, Matt, that is only for if you go
All
up
out
to
movement.
maximum velocity.
if you
Right,
use an
no,
all-out
like,
movement
so
on your turn,
I
your
would
next
say-
action has to be an all-out movement, or you have to
Yeah.
continue moving.
Which is like that. I
Oh,
was saying
character
that
scale
because
only. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what you did. No, it
Yeah.
says in Starship scale. Does it not?
No, from
No.
where I'm reading off of the wiki or the fandom. Like I haven't checked the book, but
So all-out movement is just 4 times your vehicle speed. Maximum velocity is cranking it up even further.
Did you say
If you
4
look on
times?
the ship? 4 times, so you can
Yeah.
move 20.
it's like running, but for a ship.
But with the
Oh, I'm totally going to the edge of the
every
board. See ya.
every single Starship listing also has a maximum velocity. For the Z95, it's 1150 kilometers an hour. So, which is you ramp up to that with an all-out sprint.
Oh,
For your
okay. So
first
they're
move,
saying
and
that
then
that
you
single
go up
square in the starship scale gives you enough movement
Yeah,
to slow down.
because our ships
Yeah.
That
take up
makes sense,
not as
okay.
much space as the entire square.
Okay, cool. That gives us that's better for us.
Okay. Right. So, moving this along, okay? Would you guys like a base number of rounds? Y'all show up at once, or the random choice to show up possibly sooner?
What was your shields at, Ryan?
When we left the combat, 0. So I'll be taking 3 turns to
He
turn my
needs 3
shield.
turns. I only needed 1 turn to get myself back up.
You
to full.
guys have full shields. There's enough time to fly into atmosphere. I told you that the last session. You guys are all at full
Okay.
shields.
Oh, okay.
You guys all have full shields.
Yeah, showing up, but just lagging the group so that we're all.
Yeah, you know what? Let's come in at the same time. I think that's probably a better bet.
Okay. Force points are based on a d6. And if we calculated movement to the atmosphere, with his lead, it could honestly be... You guys could technically miss the whole combat, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to have a d6 rolled by...
Merrick, you get this one, buddy.
No. We don't want any blame. DM's deciding this.
Got
so
it.
Perfect. I like that one better.
Okay.
Try.
by myself.
Oops.
By myself. Okay. 1. Now, if you guys want to beat that, anyone? 1.
Now we have 11.
What is the chance of that?
It was the loneliest number.
6.
6.
So what does this mean?
You'll see. And who is the third person hanging back? Was it just the two of you?
Yeah, it was just the 2 of us because R4
Okay.
and Poser went.
Okay. Higher is better in a force point. So I'm not counting 1 as like 1 round. I'm saying that like Merrick is actually behind you, Rahal. So either you could show up sooner than Rahal will, or Merrick will, or you could hang back and the 2 of you show
Oh, no,
up.
I'll
even-
go straight forward. It'd be like, okay, guys, everybody else already bailed, just
Okay.
with your shields is good, Merrick. Catch up.
All right, sir. So it is Merrick's go, and he is trying to get his shields up, but, trugging along and rapidly closing in the atmosphere. So you're not on the board just yet, sir. Next we have Arthur.
This is written in Korean. Who has a translator? I can't read this bull.
Designated Master Rahal. There seems to be an encounter. Directive?
Yep, for engage, our main target is the Tabana gas hauler, but do what you got to do if a TIE fighter gets in your way.
Okay.
And you do see Poser like go screaming past the ties to try and get to the Tabana gas hauler.
Off we go.
Yep. Now I had you screaming along as it was. So if you just want to rip
Yeah, and you actually have the best line for getting up there.
Yep.
You don't have anybody to
1,
mess with you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop. Fly straight up there. Zoom. Bye-bye. Very nice. Next, we have...
And active shields.
Yep. Next, we have Rahal, who is like peeling ahead of Merrick. And then we have the ties. And you guys are like, they're on your scopes and you're on ours. So a lot of them can just come down and kind of like, wait for you to show or go after what's going on. So we're going to have this tie right here. Basically fly around you. 1, 2. Care to do a dogfight?
No.
Okay. 3, get out in front of you and just, let you open up. I'm going to try to initiate the dogfight with a straight up piloting roll on my standard action. You're mine. 14.
22.
22. Oh, he's a squirrely little Jedi, isn't he? Okay, and that's me.
Also, that 14 would be a 9
On
because you're trying to initiate.
not
yeah.
not as a reaction. Like as a straight as a straight action, I can just initiate.
Is it across the board to initiate a -5?
It's
I think
across
it
the
is,
board.
Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah I think
Yep.
it is.
Because you guys were, I swear we were playing that if you do it as a reaction, it's -5. But if you just dump your shot and just try to engage a dogfight,
Nope.
I know it's just in the description. Make a pilot check at -5 penalty opposed by the enemy's pilot check.
okay. Still, it does have enough advantages that's worthwhile. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arthur, do you wish to initiate a dogfight as a tie comes screeching up on you?
I do not.
Okay. Interposes himself, and I will put the -5 in because, sorry, I keep forgetting. There, that's much better. 2 instead of 7. 11. He tries to initiate a dogfight with you. It's bad enough there are actually dancing stormtroopers running around Disneyland.
18.
Very nice. Staying true to the course. All right. So, meanwhile, the rest of us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Come in behind you. Double move, but that's it. And this guy. 1, 2 over. 4, 5 up. And coming right in behind you, sir. Just catching up to you. Down here, we have the 4 going 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Coming towards your position diagonally. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Coming down diagonally. And same thing. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Like so. These guys crowding the bottom of the map for 4 going up. And that brings us down to the glorious chariot, which is actually on the edge of the board. 4 ties are swarming you from each side. 2 on the left, right at the 60-degree arc, and 2 on the right. What do you want to do? Vabesh piloting and Ramagilligar. And feel free to, role play your frustration and bang keyboards like, certain people in a Y1300 do.
Sure.
Well, Bash, what do you think, man?
Catch up to everybody else. Hold on.
Woo! Okay, let's go.
16, huh?
16 straight up.
All right. Well, we do have a ship to save, so it's fine. Now, he flies. Can our co-pilot still get a shot?
Not
Nope.
if he does
Not if he's
full
flying, because
all-out
it would
movement.
have to be 2, so yeah. Okay. But we're in a wonderful position. Next, we have the Tabana gas hauler, which would like to slowly but surely, move away. I have a question. Is Jaws music copyright? Can we just no.
Not for 8 seconds.
No. Oh yeah. Well, coming around to his
3
turn, you
seconds.
you get 6 seconds of it, right? It's just the really slow build up, just sort of 1. No. And he'll take his move. Now this thing technically is on a collision course. Do we know the speed that's needed for a collision course? Do you have to go full speed, or can you just double move into
Nope.
something?
You could single move to collide.
Okay.
It's its own attack action.
Well, now that you guys are all thundering towards me, it's going to open up the throttle like mad. I don't see why, collision course, why it would not use the same, just freaking burn right towards it. The faster it goes, the faster I blow it up and kill tons of little people. Flying. You ready for this? This is a gas hauler.
Jeff gets a dark side point.
I know. It's in the script here. They do. They don't even manage to name the guy. Full speed of 2 squares. Times 4. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's all I got. Full throttle. Burn. Woo. And off he goes into the distance. The shackles of Nizon. is sitting out there. It's not moving. Like it's in space and it's kind of like repulsive, but it's not like you think it would try to get the hell out of there. It's just kind of sitting there. Like something's going on. Round 2. Poser. Would you care to hail the Nizon?
No, it's not really my. I'll leave that up to
Somebody else?
yeah, the one with the pilot and co-pilot. They can interact with people and do stuff. I got 2 TIE fighters, one in front, one behind. I'm not happy about it.
All right. So what do you want to do?
I'm going to try and double move.
Okay. They both immediately use reactions on this new round to try to
That's fair.
dogfight with you. 21, and that's with the penalty.
Yeah, that one's going to be tough to beat. I think that probably initiates.
And that guy's
Yeah.
like 14.
All right. Yeah, I got a 14, so you do initiate.
Lock him in. Lock him
So
in.
that-
You're not going anywhere.
That is my move action. And I'm going to fight defensively then
Okay.
and not attack. So my reflex defense goes up by 5.
Okay, now you said you were going to double move. That was your action. So he
Well, that
he
was the
he locked.
plan.
Yeah, and he stops you in your tracks. Dunk. You don't get actions back.
So did he stop him on his first move action or his second?
It's first,
Okay, so he loses his first move action.
right? So now instead of double moving, you have a standard left. Fair enough.
Yes.
Okay. And you want to go fight defensively
Yes.
or full defensively.
It's called fight defensive.
Well,
but
well there's two, because you can fight defensive where you shoot and take bonuses, or you can just full defense and not shoot and take even bigger bonuses. So is it fighting defensively or full defense you want?
it's the concept is full defense, but there isn't full defense in this system, both under the same name of fighting defensive.
Actually, there is. Is there not? Or are you just talking?
That they're
And
not.
not defense, you declare it?
There's fighting defensively and there's flying defensively.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, when it comes
think
to the
there's-
flying portion, you declare that you're flying defensively, and then depending on what you do thereafter, changes.
Okay.
If you actually attack.
Potato, guys. There's one action where you can shoot and move defensively. There's another action where all you do is move and you get a bigger bonus to your defense. Hence, using the old school term full defense,
Correct.
right? So I need you to clarify, just so there's no more, just so we know, are you taking a shot?
I am not attacking.
Okay, so that's full defense,
defense.
and you should get the bigger bonus. Now, do you need to be trained in piloting to get anything better?
No.
No. Okay, so you should have a +5 instead of a +2 because you're just flying defensively.
Yeah, if he was trained in piloting, it would be a +10.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's two different, you need to specify. Okay, so your reflex goes up by 5, and you're done. And you have a swift.
Yep.
You have a swift left. Anything? Or yeah?
Can I start prepping shields?
No, they're already up. You guys had enough distance that before you got here, you guys have full shields.
Right. I'm aware that my shields are up, but can I start building up swift actions so
No.
that if my shields go down, I can?
No, because
Just immediately up them.
they're at full power. And when they take damage, you start routing power and cycling to get them back. It'd be a waste of an action because nothing would happen.
Well, it's a waste of an action anyway. It's not.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
a swift.
as soon as it goes down, you're going to be like, I banked that consecutive. It's like, no. So, no. Sorry.
Oh, and that's why I'm asking.
Okay.
Okay. Then I got nothing to do.
Okay. Banshee. Where's our Banshee? All nice and safe out here to the side. Sweet. All right. I'm going to take 1, 2 out. And a hard, like, I'm trying to do a slow turn so it doesn't look like I'm doing like a 90 degrees. So I go 1 forward, and I go 3.
You can do, but you can make that turn
5.
inside your single starship square.
Oh, I know. But I just like sliding to the edge of the map, safety first. So that's 5 to get me nice hard brake. Come on. Somebody pulls the handbrake and Zen just slides it out, right? or sorry, cash receipts. So that's 5. And then we go 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, shit. Where do we go here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a double move. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a triple. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is quadruple. You see what she's doing here? She's going out and wide and then can come back in and either shoot at the hauler or give you guys backup. And she tells you this. Go wide, go wide. Okay. Next we have Merrick. Okay. Now, Rahal is very close to being on the scene. Merrick.
Yeah.
At your current pace and speed, you will end up center of the map at the bottom. If you'd like to delay, you can go wide now. And I'll let you pick, because of the trajectory, 8 squares either direction off the center to show up on the map. It'll cost you a round.
Sure. Go. I'll just push.
Push forward or...
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't mind showing up in the middle of this cluster?
Nah, that's cool.
Okay.
Attention is mine. More babies.
Arthur. What do you want to do?
Yes. Directive is leaving, so
Okay. So you want to get up on that hauler?
yeah. Is it possible to do the full all-out movement thing again and get
In front,
here?
get in front of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be straight line on the map. It has to be, right? As long as it's a line.
Yeah.
You're allowed to slide as far as I know, gentlemen. I don't see a problem with that.
Okay.
Just got to spend
Right.
the movement for the shift over.
But you also need to like go 16, so you're actually going to go flying past.
Oh, you don't have to go the full 16 squares. You can cut it short if he can cut it short if he wants. Like you don't have to go all 16. It's up to
I thought
16
I
squares.
thought you had to go like in 4 increments because of your speed. You either get 4, 8, 12, stop.
You could declare a full out movement action and move 1 square.
All right.
As a full round action, you can move up to 4 times your vehicle speed.
Up
Yeah.
to. Okay, that's fine. So as soon as you move a square, 2 guys are going to try and engage you in a dogfight. 1 with a whopping 4 and 1 with a whopping 14.
-5 on both of those.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, you already
Oh,
factored.
yeah.
I see. Yeah. I see it.
Okay, well, the 4 will be easy because I think my bonuses cover that.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one ended up being... Do you want me to roll for it? I guess because natural ones, right?
Well, no, natural ones don't count, but you should throw the dice for each one.
Yeah,
I'd say.
actually, I didn't have Poser do 2, did I? Poser only did 1.
It didn't
Because
matter.
he
I
failed
the
his first one.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I was gonna say, wait a minute. I guess we did do. Yeah, give me a second one.
Sure, 15.
Okay. No, you're good. You are good, sir. So, give me that square adjudication again. So we're 2, 4,
Right.
6,
There.
8, 10. Give me a ping. 12.
I'm trying.
12,
I wanted to go to...
14,
For whatever
16.
reason, I
Yeah,
can't.
no, no. 16 gets you like right out in front of him. That's fine.
Oh, no, I wanted to go like right beside it because that way if it moves, I can do the dogfight thing.
You can't dog fight this thing. It's too big. It's colossal.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, get right in front of it.
Okay. Like you want to stop in front of it?
Yeah.
Okay. You do realize that collision is a thing, right?
Oh, yeah, good point. Okay, never mind.
A colossal
Not
ship will take
there,
a
but,
crap
like-
ton of damage, but I bet there's going to be ship left to mine, not so much ship left to you, and what's left of me is going to go. Bye, Arthur.
Fair. In that case, the one right beside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of, pull over, right? Knock on his window,
Yeah.
like the cops. Okay. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I should show this. That's what's going on up here. Keep forgetting to move my awesome map. All right. And that is Arthur. Now it's TIE Fighter time. Where you going? So we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for 2. 2, 4, 5. He goes screeching up here to catch up to you. And that's it. The tie left behind is going to try to dogfight with our 2 boys in the you-know-what's-it. The glorious Chariot. Marriott. I'm sure a cool name will come just naturally as you play. There's got to be something.
Glorious Lariat.
I think I gotta change it more than that. So can I have a piloting check from Babesh? 2.
Actually, wait. Can you engage the chariot in?
Yeah, we cleared that up last time. Everyone is
Yeah,
gargantuan.
so Jeff overruled the book rule, saying that it's totally fine.
What? No.
Gotcha.
They're the same size.
It specifies though that only speeders and starfighters can engage in dogfights.
Oh well, we could take back all those kills that glorious chick. Oh, that's right, because
That
we
he
saw the
got
Falcon.
out of dogfights.
Yeah. Now here's something we need to look up.
Yes.
What if the starfighter is 1 class larger?
Then it's not a starfighter anymore?
No, the TIE fighters are not gargantuan like you. They're only huge. But
So they're smaller.
but they are starfighters.
The only distinguishing thing is it says airspeeder or starfighter.
Yeah. Okay.
Dogfighting against enemy airspeeder or starfighter in adjacent square starship scale.
Okay. Well, one thing the fans will forgive us is if, like, we make a mistake, we play through a combat or whatever, and then we learn from it. So, to give you guys an advantage and trying to play the rules as raw, that would make the 2 boys in the glorious chariot immune to me stopping you with a dogfight. This is pro you. But, like I said, I'm not going to keep this rule now that we know it. You know what I'm saying? So no, he does not engage you in a dogfight because he can't, but he will try to shoot at you. However, I'll keep my 15 for Poser, and I'll roll the other guy also trying to dogfight with Poser. Because that isn't actually a very good advantage for you guys anyway. And, we learned by doing what we promised to do. We don't claim to know the rules up front, but, do have to kind of...
We know nothing.
My second guy. So, Poser, can I have... Ooh, never mind that one. Can you beat 15 with a piloting check?
I'm already in a dogfight.
Oh,
I can't be dogfought again.
That's right. I can't have 2 guys humping you, can I? So everyone's just going to be shooting. All right. We'll get back to you guys in a second here. And you boys are not on the board, so we are just going to tighten things up here. Doop. 2, 4, 6. And you're here. You're here. We have a lovely little blockade going. So the ties, form into at the bottom here. I gotta show
A bow tie.
Yeah, form into a nice little tight. We're waiting for you.
TIE fighters in a TIE maneuver.
Yeah, come get it.
The tie maneuver.
Oh, not the tie. Oh, tie.
Actually, it's probably a little bit more advantageous. Nah, pincer move probably best. Okay. Right. So going to the top of the board again. Arthur's guy just spent his movement getting to you. I have no attacks. This TIE fighter here engages a glorious TIE fighter. The glorious.
Sorry.
The Besh 1, we'll just call it that. Ramagilligar 1, something like that. TIE fighter just, moves in to shoot. And we have, what do we got here? Straight up shooting today. We'll start with that. Actually, you know what? TIEs are classic just to lay down auto fire. I mean, they just always come at you going, there's no adjudicating shots. These guys are new on the front.
But they always miss as well.
Yeah, well, that's...
Which would indicate not using auto fire.
No, that would be using
'Cause
auto
if they
fire.
miss, they don't do damage.
That's right, but see, auto fire is -3, which is technically a miss. So 8 and -3 is 5. Nice try though, Aiden. So damage from these suckers, because the movie can only get you out of so much trouble. 4d10 times 2. 24 points of damage.
Okay,
But in half,
half because it's auto
yeah,
fire.
well, just waiting for the ooh and ah. Okay, auto fire half, so it's 12. Now you guys have your shields back at full, which are 15. So you take nothing, but your shields get chewed up a bit. Actually,
they don't.
Actually, no, they don't. That's right, they don't. Sorry, because I got to beat them to do that. So you guys are holding fast. That's not bad at all. Meanwhile, Hoser's dogfight. So in said dogfight, we've got to do piloting checks just to do anything. So I'm going to hold that 15. And Hoser, did you try to beat it, or you just said no?
I
You just
haven't tried yet.
Okay, so I'm holding my 15 to try to do something in this dogfight.
Wait, hold up. I wasn't allowed to hold my 20, but you're allowed to hold your 15?
I was holding for actually doing something against you. You just did some random thing with your 20, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Natural 1 for a 4. There you go. You can attack me.
What was your 20 for that you wanted to hold?
It was for a pilot check to avoid being dogfought.
Okay, so what was the problem? You avoided being dogfight?
You said that the dogfight
didn't happen.
Yeah.
When?
The very first check I made.
It could.
Because I went rushing past. It was round 1. I beat their initiatives. I'm just giving you flack. I don't really care.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but see, you're holding it like in that round. You can hold one like in a round. We're inside of a round. That was several rounds ago. Okay, I got you. Yeah, no, I'll let you guys hold like a roll inside of a round, but not like, oh, can I hold this until I... No. That's what screwed me up. Anyway, in case people are going, why is Jeff doing that? It's like, well, I'm holding a pilot shot like inside of one round. Pilot of 4. Okay, so he tries to engage you with the wonderful auto of fire. And 11, of course, with negatives, and it misses. No. And shooting you, sir, for... Oops, ignore that. 40, 20. What? That's for Sesame Sunshine. Sorry.
You're going to hold those two?
Yeah. 10, which are absorbed by your shields. So you're okay.
Yeah, it's half first,
Okay.
and then 10, and then 5. But yes.
No.
No damage.
10,
Well, no, he didn't multiply it
10
in
double.
the first place.
10 double.
Oh.
Because, okay, you guys each going to call me on the same shit. Pay attention. Like, first Matt forgot the other thing, or I adjusted my -5 for my rolls. Now you're like, come on, boys. I'm going to start offing rules lawyers if this keeps up. I know I don't know my shit and I rely on you guys, but come on. Okay, 10 points.
I'll stay muted then.
Absorbed by your shield, sir. Okay? Tie number 2 is going to scoot over 1 square in behind and have a go at the chariot. Hello there.
Didn't they already take shots?
Nope. This is tie number 3.
Yeah, the first two did.
The guy in the top left took a shot at the chariot. Guy in the top right took a shot at you. Now it's the guy under you that was trying to dogfight you earlier, and now that his buddy got into a dogfight with you, I'm going to go for the bigger target. Anyway, rolling a 9, missing, but auto fire is your friend. Now, obviously, if you guys are just chewing up your shields, maybe then they'll change. Going, oh wow, we're testing his shields. How are these shields doing? That's much better. 29 in half. But I got to round down. So it's actually 28, which is 14. And guess what? 14 does not beat your shields. And unless it's something like shields taking damage in a single round.
I think this is exactly why in the book they're like, it's useless to use auto fire in Starship unless you have the burst fire feat. Because it actually says that right in the book. And I think this is exactly why.
Not everybody has shields. Like, we don't have shields. You could use it against us very effectively. And the cloud card. Like, if you don't have shields, use them against those targets. You know, the saying. Because, you know, it is my job to fairly advocate, even if it is against these poor defensive newbie pilots been given. I mean, the paint isn't even dry in these things. That's why they're flying fast, just to try to dry the gray paint.
Hey, neither is my paint.
That's true. Touche. Okay, TIE fighters at the bottom are going to hold actions. And the second you show up, we're going to shoot. Which is probably going to screw up our initiative, but that's the way it is. You boys show up, we're going to shoot you. The glorious chariot. It is your turn, Glory, Chariot. What do you want to do, Besh?
Full movement, straight ahead.
Okay. And Corey, did you want to take a shot at this tie now, as he's got you lined up, or just wait?
I'm doing a full move. You can't.
Yes, he's correct.
Yeah.
I cannot.
You do. Oh, you're not just a double move. You're doing the 16.
A full move.
Oh,
yes.
sorry. I'm thinking like full movement is like 1, 2, not throttle,
No.
not running. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6,
All the way
7,
to the
8.
ass end of it.
Right into here,
Yep.
or like right up. Just get
Nope. Right. Yep.
get right up at that. Hello.
Oh, pass him, dude, because you can attack this round, but get ahead of him. Take your 16. You know where he's going.
He only moves 2.
Again, do you really want to be in front of a barreling tank of stuff that will just... Maybe we should start looking up what happens with a collision when your ship is smaller than me.
I'm not.
Oh, size doesn't make a difference. Size affects your damage dice, but there's you don't get a bonus because you're a giant ship.
No, I mean like I have full hit points. You guys are low.
Oh, if he gets hit, it's game over. I'm sure of that.
It doesn't automatically. No. They talk about the two destroying each other because of size or whatever. But if you look up the rules for collision rules, if this thing rams you guys, then both ships will take damage, and I'm pretty sure this guy will be still standing. Anyway, moving on.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
so
it's
so
fine.
so we looked up ramming, right? And I was concerned that this might change everyone's tactics. Like I was saying, don't get in front, don't get in front. You know what? I'm pretty sure I'll shoot right through you. So, Ryan, if you would.
Yeah, well, ramming is a specific action. Rate collisions in their vehicle combat. A collision occurs when your vehicle moves into the space occupied by a creature, structure, or another vehicle, or a hazard, such as an asteroid. Whenever such things move into your vehicle's fighting space, which is a scale we're on, the collision is treated as an area of attack. You can reduce or negate the damage from the collision by reacting by succeeding on a DC 15 piloting check. Unless the vehicle provokes no cover to those on board, any damage dealt to the passengers and crews in the collision is reduced by an amount equal to the vehicle's damage threshold. Additionally, collision damage is doubled if the colliding vehicle is using the all-out movement action.
Okay, he has the.
Okay,
all-out
so
movement.
that's the collision, but in
Ramming?
order for him to ram, there's a different spiel on that.
Because it has another section underneath that, ramming vehicles. When the source of the collision is a ramming vehicle, the pilot of the ramming vehicle makes a piloting check instead of an attack roll and compares the result of the reflex defense of that target. If the check succeeds, the ramming vehicle, the target, and all passengers aboard the vehicle involved in the collision take the amount of damage listed in the collision damage table below. If the check fails, reduce the damage by half.
Everybody. So
everyone would take.
Okay, now
his
look
ramming
up
thing.
the ram action because you're still in the collision section.
Correct. The ram action.
Yeah.
Ram, not ramming, correct?
Just
Squib,
ram.
battering ram, pilot, vehicle combat.
Yeah, it's in vehicle combat.
All right.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, Matt. You could just told us.
I know. Well, you told. Hey, man, you said ram. As a full round action, you can attempt to ram a target by moving your vehicle into the target's fighting space. You must have sufficient movement to reach the fighting space, and the ram is treated as an area of an effect. You can use your vehicle to ram just about anything, including another vehicle, a creature, or a structure. Make a pilot check at a -10 penalty against the target's reflex defense. If the check succeeds, your vehicle, the target, and all passengers aboard vehicles involved in the collision, including you, take the amount of damage listed in Table 10, 3 collision damage. Assuming you're alive and conscious, you can continue moving through the target's fighting space if your vehicle has any movement left. Otherwise, your vehicle is pushed out of the target's fighting space and into the nearest available squares, and your turn ends. If your check fails, your vehicle, the target, and all passengers aboard vehicles involved in the collision, including you, take half damage.
Right. Now, here's the tricky part. I am not on a collision course to you, and I'm not trying to ram you. I'm on a collision course to the Zion. So wherever
Right.
she is, that's where I'm going. However, the very first thing we learn in Starfighter combat is if you're in front of me and two ships enter the same square, look up collision rules.
Right?
Right? So I'm not ramming him. He's
No,
just in the way.
But you cannot move into another starship's fighting space. You can't just move there and say it's a collision. You have to, if you're going to move your ship into that space, you have to, it's a ram action.
Right, and he'll just shunt away.
And okay, and in addition to that,
Because there was something about earlier on when we were first learning this about if two ships end up in the same thing, look up collision.
Yeah, it's a DC 15 to avoid it. It's basically, imagine it like two asteroids heading towards the same direction and path. Right? And then one says, I don't want to be a part of this. It's a DC 15 pilot.
There's always that pull up.
the reaction, yeah.
Right. So, Arthur, now that we know this, okay, I had cautioned you not to be out in front. Are you happy where you are? Because I'll allow you to reposition now that we've dug into the rules.
Knowing that if it doesn't want to crash into me and just destroy itself, it would either have to slow down or go around me, yes, I would position it directly in front of it.
Well, what would,
not like the face
I'm not,
there,
I'm not
but like
stopping. Okay, it would just shunt you out of the way, and you'd have to like burn actions to like pull up and crap.
If
Would
he
it shunt
finishes
me?
his turn in a square that you want to occupy,
Yeah.
It's a collision.
it's a collision. Okay, but you can't. If he's like ahead of you in your path,
Yeah.
you have to go around him. You if you don't intend on hitting him,
Okay, so if I intend on hitting him,
like you can't pull the whole. I'm gonna swing my arms like
no,
this, and if
no,
you
that's not
happen
what I'm
to
saying.
get
That's
into my
what
way,
what I'm saying is, if he ends up in front of me, okay, pilot's going straight through it. Sure, I'll roll -10, and he just kind of gets shunted out of the way. He's probably,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like I say, like he's probably not going to hit you, but he ain't stopping. The caravan rolls on.
I thought it was just saying that if he makes the -10 roll, but if he fails, he stops his movement and moves to the side.
no,
If he
he
rams you, if he
he
wants
goes
to
straight.
ram.
He goes straight past, and it actually says if you have movement remaining, you can take it. So that's exactly like what Jeff says is exactly what would happen.
Yeah, it would shunt you out of the way.
Well,
Now
that's if you succeed, or if he succeeds on ramming you.
yes.
If he fails, then he's stopped. Also, very quickly, collisions in Starship scale, if you pass like avoiding it, no collision occurs.
Yeah, so if you make that DC 15, you avoid the collision.
What do you mean you stop? You telling me he can park a smaller ship in front of me and I have to stop because I screwed up a piloting roll? That does not make sense.
Yes.
Well, yeah, exactly. So you make the ram attempt to pass through his square or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. If you fail, that ends your turn. It says it right there.
What happened? What happened to shunting the guy out of the way?
So if your pilot check fails, your vehicle, the target, and all passenger aboard vehicles involved in the collision, including you, take half damage. In addition, the vehicle is pushed out of the target's fighting space and into the nearest available squares, which you could keep the trajectory.
Yeah.
At which point your turn ends.
So you get like the space past me. And
Yeah, because he was kind of okay. I get it. It's kind of like he's trying to zero in on you, and because I blow it, he just kind of okay. I got you. I see. Well, that's actually not a bad tactic for you guys to slow him down.
Just to slow him down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
that was my plan.
But if you
that's why I was saying
you
get
screw
ahead
up,
of him.
But if you if you screw up, you can start losing characters in a big way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
There's
risky.
some consequence. You're laying in front of a train to try to stop it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that is also why it's Arthur at the moment.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a droid.
Anyway,
Come on.
so
As long as this little black box survies.
not retconning a
we'll
roll, but
drop
now
his
that we're leaving it,
consciousness into my cop droid.
I was going to say security bot. The moment you load it up, the security bot lowers by like 2 feet
All
and
right.
starts scuttling.
all right. So
It scoots.
now that we've all learned something today, Arthur, again, did you want to end your last turn out in front of him, or are you happy to be on the side here?
Yes, I would end my turn out in front of him.
Okay. And the glorious chariot just sped up to get in behind him. And now it's the Tabana gas hauler's turn. And guess what he's going to do? So we've already read out quite a bit to you guys, and we've dug into this here. And there's a, I wouldn't say it's a loophole, but it's just there's how you go about it. It's their turn. And it's not that we want to stop or going to stop or don't care. All I can tell you is for reasons you do or possibly don't know or can't even assume, okay, this sucker is heading straight for the Nizon. The caravan does not stop. He goes all out movement, okay? 1, 2, right through and into Arthur. Now, as a reaction, okay, I'm not ramming. He's just, I want to go full move, and I'm targeting that other ship way over there, and shit's in my way. Normally, I would get a reaction, so would Arthur, to pull up. But because I'm full movement, all out movement, my guy does not get that reaction. So it's down to Arthur. Do you want to make a pilot 15 and get the hell out of the way by pulling up, or eat the front of my ship? Your choice. However, you could slow it down because I will not be able to continue my full out movement, and you'll be remembered as a hero, possibly rebuilt in season 4.
Arthur is programmed with the same Hippocratic oath that Askaleth takes, so he does not move.
Do no harm?
Oh.
What if there's people aboard that hauler? You could see the pilots all squinting at you, right? Like, do no harm, Arthur.
Just as much as he can see the other ones ahead of them. He also realizes that if he's very careful with how he manages this collision, it could possibly minimize the amount of damage while slowing down the ship.
He is making the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's what he's
Also,
doing.
I'm planning on stopping this ship either
okay.
way, so I was going to shoot it down or now.
Doctors, okay, they, repair soldiers and sometimes enemy soldiers because they will do no harm. They don't run out in the field and lay down in front of a tank. There's nothing to do with the hypocritical oath. So I'm just saying.
Oh no! I'm saying that this is the way that Arthur can save the most people. He was going to shoot down. He was told to shoot down this ship anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That is
I
true.
would like Leth to make a willpower roll against Askaleth because Leth wants you to live and it's in your programming. So Leth, give me a computer's check. Because there's self-preservation hot-wired into little R4. It's very noble for the player to, but technically this guy, he's player art, like he's bot, but he's an NPC reacting as the NPC would. So actually, I guess I would have to ask Leth. Jay? Okay, not Jay. Dr. Leth I'm speaking to now. Can I speak to Dr. Leth?
I suppose.
Thank you. So you loaned your droid to Rahal. And now he's gotten mixed up and he's having delusions of grandeur because he got a couple kills in a dogfight. And now he's going to lay down his life in a brand new Z95 worth like 90,000 credits. So you could like recycle this for a lot of parts. And just like put a dent. You could possibly slow, like it's going to buy time. It's not going to save the day. He's really just buying time and hurting, but it will help a whole bunch of slaves. Would you have any kind of self-preservation for your own for your own self-need wired into little guy?
What are the risk evaluation?
The risk evaluation? He would have maybe a 10% chance of survival? 50-50? 420?
Do it.
What isn't it? It's something. I remember we were discussing.
Okay, how about this, Leth? Would you abandon the party if it meant you were going to die? You're on the Archelon, and these guys are like, and we're going to ram the ship. And you would Leth not go, that's nice, and head for the escape pod?
Would Leth, with his biological components, let himself die? I suppose that depends on the situation, but a droid that could be repaired and or replaced?
Meh. Okay. So it didn't take the time.
It's a little slap in the face for your droid buddy there. You're
Yeah, I know.
disposable.
Well, he took me up.
Why do you think you're shaped like a trash
I've
can?
literally taken him apart and put him back together. a
Yeah,
couple
he
times
got
at this
he got
point.
this hard on for some
that.
alien computer technology and like took all my clothes off and took me all apart, didn't even buy him dinner and left him there apart for like days laying on the bed, and then
Everyone saw.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. All right, so
One of those shining moments.
Yep. Arthur, you're going to forgo your check and eat this thing?
Yes, but I believe you have to make a attack check, right?
Nope. I'm not ramming. I'm just trying to collide with something out there. You're in the way. I'm at full speed. I don't
What?
even get a chance to react. No, I just went through it. There's a difference between choosing to ram and all-out movement where if shit gets in the way.
He still gets his reaction to avoid the collision.
Right, which he just role-played into a no. This is why I started
Okay,
this
that was maybe-
conversation. Like,
Again, that was my misunderstanding.
oh, well, I'm not going to
Yeah.
edit that, man. Like, you were here the entire time.
Well, that's why I was saying the risk evaluation, because I was under the impression that it would result in taking it in to be a ram, because when the source of the collision is a ramming vehicle,
Mhm.
the pilot of the ramming vehicle makes a pilot check. We were also talking about there being penalties for that and everything like that.
Do you
And then
pull
if it
up?
fails,
Do you pull up?
if it's just a straight up collision,
Yep.
And that would not stop him.
It's going to get you out of the way. That's your only option at this point. I'm big. You're in the way. I'm not trying to ram you, but
If he hits you, it will stop him.
oh yeah, But
there
it
is
will
mobile
like-
hazards.
it will likely end you. So,
Fine. He would attempt to make a pilot check to get out of the way.
okay.
Playing chicken.
Yeah.
Wait, Ryan, you said
You gotta
something really
try,
quickly there.
because
Mobile-
I
yeah,
believe
mobile
I
hazard.
believe the fact that you're in his way stops
On the
him from
collision
taking his full all out movement.
Yeah.
Unguided vehicle.
Well, first, let's see. It's not unguided.
it's
Ryan, do
piloted.
you want to read that out then?
Hang on a second.
Well,
okay.
no.
Hang on. Make your check, Jay.
Okay.
And like I said, if you change your mind, okay, 24, you can pull up. Now, what's this? The peanut gallery has more? Okay, let's have it.
Well, I was just assuming then if basically it's because the way I equate it is it's kind of like an asteroid that just like a train on tracks. It has no option of which way it goes. It just goes forward.
No, it's two ships. We found the rules. You guys,
Well,
you
there's an
guys try to
unguided
force
vehicle.
it into. It's not unguided.
But no, so a mobile hazard, when the source of the collision is a mobile hazard, large or greater, such as an asteroid or an unguided vehicle. I didn't know if the rules might have been relevant.
No. Oh, because I
So
because
in
I
the
said
collision
something.
category,
Matt,
in the collision,
Matt, because I said I know something you guys don't. Ryan dug into going. Oh, maybe it's unmanned. Maybe like maybe someone set the course and buggered off. Is that your angle?
Lucky brick on the gas pedal.
Okay, I got you. Well,
That's Talladega Nights reference. for
well,
anyone who's, counting.
considered, I just went to all the trouble of asking Leth if he cared about his pilot droid.
Could be another pilot
droid.
droid. The question was asked both ways. It
Yeah.
wasn't just one way.
I'll tell you this: it's not unguided.
okay. So in the collision category, they break it down to either ramming vehicles or mobile hazards for the rulings for it.
There's all-out movement. It talks about everything we need.
Well, for resolving a collision.
Right.
So like if you go to collision category,
Right.
there's two ways to resolve it, either
Okay.
with a ramming vehicle where it's been done intentionally as an attack,
Right.
or
Okay.
you're trying to fly through a mobile hazard.
Okay. Now he's pulled up.
Yeah.
So I suggest we move on.
Yes. I'm with you.
Okay. Shackles and Nizon, for some reason, is still not moving. Which brings us to round 3. Hoser. I'll let you decide where you want to be shunted to, Arthur. Left or right?
I guess that side then.
That
To the
really helps in
to
audio.
when I'm facing south, I want to go left.
To the east of the board.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Poser.
I'm
Meanwhile, back here at the cluster of dogfights.
just gonna call out on the comms. Go get them, team. I'll try and keep these three distracted, and I'm just gonna full defense.
Okay. Oh, I should designate the one guy that you're actually dogfighting with. The other two were taking pot shots at Glorious Chariot. He buggered off, and they haven't gone yet to catch up or do whatever they decide to do. So, do you have a favorite symbol? How would you like the X? Arg.
Yeah, skull and crossbones. It's fine with me.
Yarg.
Yar fiddle DD.
There you go. All right. The Banshee is coming up hot. We've got dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. And a hard turn. 10. And 2, 4, 5. All the way around the top. And in the top corner. And looking like it's headed towards the shackles of Nizon. And you guys, because we're on an open channel, can hear her hailing the crap out of it. Do you know what's coming? Go to full thrusters. Follow me. What are you doing? Get out of there. You know, knives on, that kind of thing. Like, you know, she's trying to do the, trying to help them.
Nizon, do you read?
Yeah, exactly.
Copy.
Get your ass out of there. You guys are engaging the ties. You guys are trying to stop the hauler. So she's trying to get that one in gear for the moment. Okay. It's time for Merrick, who is getting close rapidly and did not choose to variant from the path. Now we go to... Where's 14? Who's 14? Oh, Arthur. Well, that's rude. Came right at you. What do you want to do now?
Well, I mean, I'm right beside it.
Yeah, take shots.
Yeah.
All right. Roll. Now, if you want some cool action, you could strafe, test what kind of shields he's got for half damage, or just try to take your precise shots and try to get the most out of your 40-10 plus times 2.
I will just indeed take a direct shot.
You guys could also take swift actions to scan use your sensors to try and like figure out what's up with them. Like, what do they have for, you know, defenses?
Yeah, that would be worth doing. It's something Arthur would do. Scan the ship.
Okay.
You can also pop 2 swifts to aim.
Ooh. Was that
Not exactly sure what that affects here, because I thought aiming was just to
so
negate cover,
but maybe it would, I don't know about shields, but it might be able to negate damage reduction if you get through the shields. I could see that. Keep digging, sir. I bet you. Anyway, shoot.
I think it's intended more for the starship scale if you're flying around buildings and stuff and you need to aim to negate cover. I think it's the same rules.
Yeah, like strafing the ground.
Yeah,
All right.
or if you have careful shot or dead eye.
Be cool, like you're like aiming at the engines or aiming at the turret, like a call shot a ship to like disengage it would be pretty cool if you can find those. Anyway, Arthur.
Dude, I looked,
Yes.
man. I looked. I was like, oh, yeah, disabling ships. Because I was like, if we just disable them all,
Yeah.
we can take them all and sell them.
part of the armada that.
Attack of 21.
Meanwhile, well, let's have a look here at my giant ship. Tabana Gas Hauler has a reflex of 13. You're good.
Cool.
Woot woot.
That's 26 damage.
26 damage. Okay. It gets past my massive shielding, which goes down a little bit. And what's left over does not get past my damage reduction. So it takes no damage, but you chewed up its shield a little bit.
All right. And then with my last movement,
Now
'cause I have movement left.
You can stay
right?
there. You can like fly around a square without burning movement. You can just shoot at it. And if you want to give me a couple swifts for the sensor sweep, I can give you some more information on this.
Okay, that's worth it.
Give me a... How do you use the shields? Is it computer or mechanics?
Use computer.
Yeah, give me a computer.
Shields is mechanics, but sensors are computer.
Thank you. Computer, sir.
Same bonus either way. There's an 18.
Okay, I used to have 20 shields. Now I have 15 thanks to you. How thick the plating is, hard to tell because it kind of goes on like in the inside. It looks very well plated, but like you can tell that there is plating as opposed to none. But how well plated this thing is, you probably have to take some shots and do the math. Like, okay, you know, this much, you know what I'm saying?
Smash that 140 again, Rama.
All right.
Anyway,
Remaining swift to get
No.
shields back up.
you haven't lost any.
I mean, like to make sure that they're running, or does that stay?
That's just stays.
No, I think Jeff made the ruling that unless your shields have actually been knocked down, you can't start the action of
You know.
boosting.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to
Reactively.
boost them back up. I was just trying to make sure I had them.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Turn on.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find rules on like angling the deflectors, like 2 on the front, 1 on the back, that kind of thing, and maybe boost.
That's specific maneuvers in the Starships of the Galaxy
Okay.
book.
Okie doke.
If it's simple enough just to kind of go, that's cool. I don't mind adding stuff. I mean, we had a crap ton last, and who knows when you're going to get to do a starship battle like this again. I'm not trying to slow things down, but if there's some kind of advantage that you can pull, I'm all for it. Because
So you have to either take a talent or feat for it.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
So
know.
so it's advanced piloting stuff. All right.
Not for this
It's
party.
nothing relevant at the moment,
Okay.
but it is theoretically
Exists.
possible.
All right. All right.
Unless Hosh shows up.
Hey,
Could be cool.
Where is that squirrely little dude? Okay. 13. Guess who appears on the board?
Me.
You. That's right. And I poked Merrick to hurry the hell up. I asked you to hang back and show up at the same time. And I got no, and no. So, and I even told you they're forming up. I got 4 guys. 3 of them can easily
You
take.
didn't ask me if I could move.
I asked you if you want to hang back for Merrick. Nope.
Okay,
You what-
but you didn't give me the option to move.
Hang on, I'm just saying. You appear on the board. Here you are. Okay.
Yep.
And last round, I said these guys are holding their action. As soon as you guys get in range, they're going to fire. So it drops 4 ties initiative down to yours,
Okay,
and 3 of them are going to fire on you,
okay.
which is shitty. But I don't.
It's super shitty, but I'm going to say this. I am going to say this. You didn't give me the option to go 8 squares in either direction, and I would have taken that.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't have hung
Yeah,
back,
you-
but I would have
well,
changed my trajectory.
Okay. Well, the trajectory, though, cost you a round. You don't appear on the board, but you move.
Okay.
Okay. Well, they see you on their scopes. You guys are
Sure.
you guys are both coming, right? Lead guy comes and like, Merrick, you're in the back. Do you want to go out and see what that type of 8 squares this way? Because they'll react, right? If the lead guy goes out, they're gonna shift. They're not gonna sit there and watch you guys go zoom either side, right?
So you're saying that no matter what I do, I'm
No.
taking 4 TIE fighter attacks?
I'm letting you know that it's
Okay.
it's still a good idea, and obviously they're gonna split up.
Can I enter the square flying defensively? Is that a
Yes.
possibility?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And
I'll do that.
And if you want to wait around, okay, okay, where do you want to go? Like 4 to 8 on one side?
Yeah, I would follow the path that the Banshee took in.
Right. So 2, 3, 4, like over here.
Yeah.
Right. And
Adjust my trajectory.
right, and another 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because okay. So, if you did that like round or 2 ago, okay, this is what would happen: is these guys would go for you. So they wouldn't have come down here. They'd be coming at you like this. But instead of 3 guys shooting you, you only got 2 humping you. So there's your advantage right there.
Sweet. Take it.
Okay.
I'll take every advantage I can get.
Yeah. And like I said, they've got rounds just to get to the edge of the board and high, right? But yeah, at least that's something, right?
Yep.
Okay, so why is that rolling a d12? That's weird. So just straight up doing, like I said, they're doing the strafing because we're new at -3, which is even worse than the last guys you fought. Their shooting rolls are actually a little bit worse than the last ones, which I think is funny. Natural 1. That's a shot. That just misses. But on auto fire,
Well, there's no missing and there is no critting. You just don't direct hit me.
yeah,
Right.
that's shitty. 4. Okay, so 2 shots, 2 misses, and then we're doing the good old, splice the damage.
Yep.
So without doubling this, first guy does 20. Second guy does 19.
Okay.
Okay. Now, at the end
So it
of
takes my shields down 2 steps.
at the end of the last episode, 2 episodes ago, remember how we stopped when we went back and you were like, "No, I got more hull." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Listen, blah blah blah, right? 53." And you're like, "Oh shit, sucks to be me." And I'm like, "Yeah." And if you listen, it says, "And the second attack would bring you down to 40." And that's why I had you at 40. Right?
And that's what I'm at.
Right. Then we did an entire episode, last episode, where you got shot. And you were like, serpentine. But did I hit you? Because I think I might have.
No, you never hit me.
Okay, I hope not, because
Nope.
I don't mind keeping you at 40. This is where you are. I'm not going to go back and look again, but I really don't want to get emails.
It was Merrick who took the brunt of the damage last.
There was a
episode.
bunch of people going, you should be.
It's okay. It comes out in wash.
Yeah,
I know.
from,
it's okay.
from the listener perspective, they listen to one episode and I state, okay, you've got 40. Then we give you more damage. And then we're at this episode, you're back to 40. People will be like, what the hell? You should, Anyway,
Yeah, I just sat there and flew in circles for like
the
6 rounds.
The lazy spiral.
and then swooped in and stole 2 kills.
Okay. So the first attack does 20 points. Chews up some of your shields, dropping them to 10.
Yep.
And 15, only 5 gets through, dropping you to 35 hull points.
What? What are you talking about?
You had 40.
Okay, so I have 15 shield rating. The first attack
Is 20
smashes that. 5 points splash over into my hull damage reduction, negating them.
Oh, sorry. I've got you. Right. Sorry. I changed the damage reduction to because you guys kept cycling your shields.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, forgot about it.
So
right, my bad. No, you're good.
Yep.
Okay.
You're like hull damage. I'm like,
What?
that doesn't do hull damage.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
but
and now
and the same thing happens on the second one.
right.
10. So it supersedes my shields, knocking me down to 5.
Right, and the second,
but-
the 9 left over also gets absorbed by your 10 hull damage.
Yeah.
Or damage reduction. Sorry, yes.
So my shields took a beating, but I'm still in the game.
Yeah, and that's a good thing because we were a little worried about you this week. There's a lot of phone calls, and we're like,
Dude, I'm still worried about me, man.
we were like discussing backup characters, or
Well, fortunately, when you read through the rules, unless the attack that cripples your ship surpasses your damage threshold, it doesn't just immediately explode.
Mhm.
So if my ship gets crippled, I may not die, but I'll be stranded.
Oh yeah, there's lots of ways. There's also that
You're gonna
like,
pull the Vader.
there's a force point. Yeah. Okay, so
Wait, you've been spinning out that for 3 weeks?
So because my ship provides full cover to the pilot, the only way you can damage me through damaging my ship is if you surpass my threshold, destroying me.
yeah,
And then I take whatever damage is left after suppressing my threshold.
right. Problem is you have like 6 hit points on your gun.
I know, it's bad.
So again, I was phoning you, going, hey,
Walking that razor's edge.
you want to build a snowman? Yeah. Okay. So that's those guys. So getting back up here to, I don't think I did these guys up here with Poser. We've got our dog fighter who needs to take a piloting check versus Poser's piloting check just to even shoot at you once.
Yep.
Oh shit. That's a 10
I'm not 100% sure.
17.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
that's-
no, never mind. I'm looking at the turn
That's
order now.
that's
and
that's
seeing it.
feel free to mute up once. I think. I don't mind the input. Like we'll go.
Oh, no, I was
we'll
just
go
gonna
on
say,
about
I
this
think
all
you mi-
day,
I
but I'm
think
like,
you might have skipped the Glorious Chariot's last turn, but you didn't.
no, he's next. He's next.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just working my way through my TIE fighters. It's not all about the ties that are on you.
All of the TIE fighters.
Piloting check succeeds by 2, Poser, so I don't get a clean shot on you. And these guys are going to go after the chariot. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for one move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll call out that they have 2
3,
tangos
4,
approaching.
5, 6, 7. Okay. I got one guy that had to do an L around Poser, so he's just going to do a double move and he's closing. The other guy had free space and he goes flying up on the slight angle just to kind of tighten up, get out underneath the Tabana. He's not right behind it. And he's not directly between you two, the chariot and the Tabana, but he's eking over. But I do have this guy, a free square here, and he's going to go 1, 2, 4, 5 as a move and take shots at, you guessed it, our favorite droid pilot with some straight up strafing of the auto fire with the 13, which misses you because you guys have reflexes of 14 at least, and damage for Arthur's little Z95, 16 points. That is half. Sorry, it's double then half, so 16 points. What do you got for shields? You got 15. So basically your damage reduction hull and the shields absorb everything, but your shields do actually get knocked down to 10. So now,
Isn't that half twice?
no, it's doubled 16 twice,
Because I thought it was like
half damage.
he missed. So, oh yeah, that's the half damage there. It's not the auto fire. Yeah, sorry. Yep, it's all good.
40-10 times 2. I'm just leaving the times 2 away because it's halved, right? Okay. Anyway, I chew up your shields. Your damage reduction from your hull takes the rest, and you are pink and rosy still. However, your shields are dropping to 10. So now, if you want to spend those actions and some swifts to start, get the shields up. Now's your chance on your turn, sir. Okay. And that leaves us with a quick little look up here. Yeah, those guys. Hoser is flying around in the middle, and then down the bottom, we have these guys lining up. And now it's time for the Glorious Chariot show. Glorious Chariot, what do you want to do?
Yay. We will move to engage.
All right,
2 squares north, please.
you got it. And you can both take shots. Isn't that nice? Isn't that pretty?
Go ahead. Go ahead, GAurdians. It's all yours.
Yeah, but you can shoot as well. You're on a gun as well.
I know,
Okay.
but he's got the big guns. I just got a little gun.
No, actually, you have the big gun. He's got the little one.
Nope, it's the other way
No,
around.
Oh, is it really?
Everyone has-
Is it?
Pilot
Yeah.
has the little gun.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All this time.
All right.
All this time. Comparing sizes, I was wrong.
Oh my.
Matt's
got here? You
laughing,
got
but Matt was actually rolling for best with the smaller gun, just saying.
16 with the small gun
All right.
for 22.
Yeah, okay. So, my shields and my damage reduction eat it, but my shields do drop because you exceeded them. Shields are getting chewed up. And Gilligar?
Any modifiers?
No.
Nope.
Should be your straight, the good old days.
Oh yeah, you get a +1 for attack and +1 for damage for point blank.
I'll add that on after we do the roll here.
Okay. Oh, Gilligar. This is like we're ending book 4, and we've got now. It's not that we want to get rid of Corey, but we've got other cameos lined up, and Corey was promised to be a big part of book 4, and book 4 is ending. So I want Corey to send me a Photoshop picture of himself with like 4 arms, giving me the thumbs up, and remember Gilligar, remember that,
I'm sure we can arrange something like that. I know somebody who's good with Photoshop.
I'm just saying, like, you imagine like coming down the Hangar Bay Hall and like somebody's put those, that big vinyl picture of the guy with real estate on the bus, and he's Gilligar's like paid someone to put himself on your ship, like, yeah, you got this.
If he dies, I'll leave it there. Otherwise, it's coming off.
If he dies.
Sorry,
come
buddy.
on, man.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
Oh, no, get rid of him. All right.
Well, you know what? If you do something specifically heroic, if you are the saving the day guy, yeah, I'd leave it
well,
there.
listen, I've got the biggest kill count here.
Not to mention everybody will think
Yeah,
that
well,
ship belongs to you.
There's a difference between you
you
trying
know.
the kill count of you trying to escape Bespin with your own skin and actually acting heroically in this battle. Big difference. So let's have that shot there, Delamere.
All right, so we rolled a 19 for attack with a +1, so that's a 20.
Yes.
With damage of 46 +1 for 47.
Always the damage with this guy. Jeez, man. Okay, well, the shields go down a little bit, dropping that to 36, and then I get to take 15 hull points out of my 36, dropping me down to like 11.
No, that's not
21.
Right. 21.
Sorry.
But we like 11.
Nice try,
We'll
though.
go with 11.
So I am so tired. Yeah, 21. I know you guys like noticed I was just open-handedly going, so what's the roll on this? Such a long day. All right. All right, that drops him quite a bit. Right, so you actually draw first blood. Gilligar gets to draw first blood on the Tabana gas thing. Oh, look, it does. We could possibly save the day. Good to know. And now it's my go. And I'm gonna floor it.
Oh, there's a TIE fighter directly in front of you.
He's a friendly. I'll go through him. Bye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait a minute. I only go 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Shackles of Nizon. Still doing nothing. Very strange. Round 4, gentlemen. And we will see you next time on We Shot First.
Okay, I gotta pee.
Say goodbye, everyone.
I'm still trying
Goodbye,
to get over
everyone.
I'm not sure if you can do all-out movement even through friendlies. Because it specifically says you cannot avoid collisions while doing so.
Well, this Banagascar doesn't care. So maybe we'll just have a little pilot check.
Just plows through the friggin' TIE fighter.
Yeah, well, Mr. TIE Fighter. Okay. While we're still alive, while it's still rolling credits, here's the TIE Fighter. 18, no problem. He pulls up. What the hell, man? Just pulls up. Good point, though. Good night, everybody.